Hello, my name is Katie Day. I'm a health and wellness educator for women. I'm here talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is sleep. When people are trying to get healthy, the first priority in my book is fixing your sleep. I prioritize it even above nutrition and movement, which are very important, but sleep is at the very top for me. It's an elusive thing that a lot of people are chasing, but what I try to teach people is that your actions all day long are setting yourself up for either a great night of sleep or not a great night of sleep. So your sleep for the night coming up starts when you wake up in the morning. So here are some of my favorite tips. The first tip that there's a lot of research around this and I practice this often, is getting sunlight in your eyes first thing in the morning. Now it's winter. I live in Colorado. It's kind of hard right now. It's easier in the summer. But as soon as you can, I want you to get outside and get some natural light into your eyes. This will help your body's circadian rhythm, which is like the clock in your body that tells you when to sleep, when to do not sleep, all those natural things that happen. This sets it up. So if you can get sunlight in your eyes as soon as you can, whenever that is, that will really help set yourself up for a day of good sleep later. The next tip is a new one to me, and I've actually just recently started incorporating this in my life, and I've already seen a pretty significant change. That is to delay your morning caffeine for the first, don't have it until maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours after you wake up. There's just been a lot of new research done on this, on how delaying that morning caffeine will help also set that circadian rhythm, help keep your energy levels steady. I've noticed it's also helped me avoid that 3 p.m. crash that I used to get. So delay your coffee. You don't have to do away with it, but delay it, or whatever caffeine source you use if you use one. While I'm talking about caffeine, also limit your caffeine consumption. Some people metabolize caffeine quickly, some are very slow, some are very sensitive. This is where you have to really listen to your body and do what feels good for you. I am fairly sensitive to caffeine, but I love it. So I will have 1 cup, an hour and a half to 2 hours after I wake up. Some mornings I'll have another, but never more than 2. I know that is my limit. More than that, I start to feel jittery in a way I don't want to feel. So if I have caffeine, I limit it to 2 cups. But again, this is where you have to listen to your body. And I never have caffeine after like 10, 11 in the morning. But again, listen to your body. If caffeine affects you, then act accordingly. My husband could have a cup of coffee and then fall asleep within 10 minutes. It doesn't affect him the way it affects me. So listen to your body and do what feels good for you. Another thing to really help your sleep is to exercise every day. That helps a lot of things. But exercising every day for 30 minutes, bonus points if you can do it outside. That will also help you sleep well at night. Again, this is where you need to listen to your body. I feel best exercising in the morning. It wakes me up for the day, gets me ready for the day. If I exercise too close to bedtime, it'll interfere with my sleep. So for me, exercising in the morning is best. Listen to your body, but exercising will help you sleep. The next one is to really watch your screen time, especially at night. The blue light emitted from our phones or any screen, really messes with your body's rhythms. So your job is to, at least 1 hour before bed, eliminate all screen time. This is when I read a lot of books. I love them, and I get real ones, not a screen book, but a real book from the library. It don't even cost me anything. Go to the library and I read before bed. So no screens for 1 hour before bed. It's a hard habit to break, but once you break it, it actually is really nice, and it kind of allows you to have more time to maybe take a bath. If you're a journaler, journal, read a book, do something, but really do not look at a screen for 1 hour before bed. The next one is a hard one for me to hear, but it's the truth. Alcohol is not your friend for pretty much every health reason, but especially with your sleep. Alcohol will help you fall asleep, but if you have alcohol, it will most likely interfere with your sleep. So you may fall asleep quickly, but you'll wake up. I know I'm in my 40s now, and my body, as much as this makes me sad, does not love alcohol. If I have too much to drink, or not even very much, I will fall asleep, but then I will be up at 3 in the morning, and that is a terrible feeling. So if you choose to drink, one, maybe two max, and have lots of water. Try not to have it too close to your bedtime. And again, you want to make sure you're having plenty of nights where you do not drink, so you're getting that deep sleep. Then, like I said, we're all human. As much as we're told and we know better, you might drink. So if you drink, just be smart about it and really work to limit it to one, maybe two, and lots of water. Also make sure you're pairing it with some protein and something healthy. Just don't drink on an empty stomach. And then have lots of water and have it as early as you can so that you're not letting it interfere with your sleep. The next one is something called sleep hygiene. So it's setting yourself up for a successful sleep. That means having your room as dark as it can be. I sleep with this cheap eye mask that I get on Amazon. Get a 3-pack for $15. That I love, because what I would notice is just the little light from my alarm clock, or my kids both have LED lights in their rooms, and even though they're down the hall, that would keep me awake. Or when my husband, he comes to bed later than me, he'll come to bed and he'll turn the bathroom light on, and that would wake me up. So an eye mask doesn't look very cute, but it gets the job done. Eliminates all the light that it would be normally interfering with my sleep. Keeping your room nice and cool, also helpful. You don't want it too warm because it's hard to sleep in that. Thinking about making sure your room, I know for me, if my room is cluttered and I have messes, I can't sleep in that. So keeping your room as clutter-free, calm and peaceful as possible, dark as possible, that will all really help with that. And then the next thing is you have to just make the commitment to prioritize sleep. If you really look at your day, I'm sure there's things you can be cutting out. So we're grown-ups, we know we need 8 hours, maybe 7, but 8 hours a night. So if you need to be up by 5 in the morning, then you need to work backwards. So the days that I go to work, I have to be up by 5. So that means I need to be sleeping by 9. That I really prioritize that, and I shut everything down and make sure I am in bed at 8:30 reading so that I am ready to be asleep by 9. A lot of people do something called revenge bedtime procrastination. If you don't know about this, you should look it up. But and if you're a parent especially, you probably identify a lot with this. This is that putting off your bedtime because the night is the only time you get to yourself to watch your shows, to scroll through your phone, do whatever you like to do. So a lot of people kind of put their bedtime off because they're like, this is my only time I get. But I challenge you to reframe your thinking with that and to prioritize your sleep instead. And then maybe carve out time throughout your day, 15 minutes here, to do those little things that I know are important to you, but you have to prioritize sleep. So give these a try. I hope they help. If you head over to my website, which is linked in my bio, you can read the post just with more information along these lines. Please be sure to follow, subscribe, so you are never going to miss a video. I come out weekly with videos that go along with my blog posts, which again, you can head over to my website and see more of those. Have a great day.